Hey there, it's Derek here from Pacific Coast Auto in Japan, and we're looking at a Honda SMX. This one here is kind of a minivan, kind of not a minivan. It is a little bit too small to be that. It's a cube vehicle. I guess not dissimilar to our own cube vehicle, though if you like Toyota, go get that one. If you like Honda, which I very much do, maybe get this one. This comes with a 2-liter B series engine. I'm not sure exactly how much power it puts out, probably somewhere in the range of about 160 horsepower. It is a twin cam. The B series engine is the same engine as the CRX, Civic, whatnot, both the 2-liter, and I believe that that'd be the same as a CRV. And so I guess kind of like a CRV, isn't it? I think you can get these in 4-wheel drive, but the standard layout is front-wheel drive, of course. And the interior, these cars were advertised as vehicles that you could sleep in. And so I've set out the interior to be in the shape of a bed, and I'll show you that in just a second. Now, because it is a Honda and it's low mileage, 85,000 kilometers in this case, you're going to have a nice, reliable vehicle. Nothing seems to be the matter with it. It does have some paint problems, very typical of Hondas of the era, but besides that, it is in fairly good condition. The car is really dirty at the moment, and I'd love to be able to clean them. We don't have a way to clean them before these reports, and so very sorry about that. But the vehicle will be showing up in the USA in a couple of months, and you guys have water there to clean vehicles with. So go ahead and do that. But yes, oil, coolant wise, everything checks out okay. Nothing really to talk about there, so let's lower the hood. You'll see a lot of peeling paint on the hood. There's also some on the roof. Those are the two biggest problems. And I gotta say, I quite like the shape of this. If you lower them down, actually this one is a special model called the low down version. So from factory it's a little bit lower than they usually are. But if you do lower them further, you can have a very cool little Japanese toaster vehicle to run around in. Has a little bit of damage on the front bumper there too. Let's go over the auction inspection sheet now. So this one comes from 1997, and I think that was the first year for these. It's an auction grade 3.5 with an interior grade B. Original black with 85,000 original kilometers. No troubles with the mileage. That is authentic. It says it has a tilt sunroof, which is a thing of the past, isn't it? Not very many cars that come with a tilt sunroof these days. And then the report here. I don't have a clipboard, so it's going to fly a little bit. So let's see if we can pull this. There we go. So it says interior slightly dirty and worn. Aftermarket wheels, not the best aftermarket wheels as you can see, but tires are Yokohama DNA Echos, and they're from 2011. Those tires need to be changed. But take a look, 2011 tires that still have some tread on them. Just shows that not much mileage was driven in the last little while. Body has paint fade and upper parts are paint peeling. That is true. Door mirror scratched. Underside has, it says 1 part surface rust. I'm going to show you this though. The underside, a lot of people wonder, what does it mean when it says there's surface rust on the underside? Is that bad? You can see up there, the subframe has very light rusting on it. There is a little bit on whatever this is. Is that where the fuel goes? It is. The fuel filler, that's the longest fuel filler I've seen. And then this one's got an aftermarket exhaust in it. And so, maybe a little bit noisier than normal. The back, let me just turn that on again. Oh, the key's not there. I will not turn it back on again. You'll have to rewind the video if you want to hear what it sounds like. Okay, various small scratches, small dents. A3 on the front bumper, I kind of already showed you that. And then it says A3 on the cover. Here, I'll show you that as well. So down here is a scratch from here all the way across there, but it is at the bottom, and so it's not going to be super visible. Now, the car is really dusty, and I'm not sure how it happened, but somebody moved the dust around, like they wiped it. I'm not sure why it's this dusty. That's crazy, isn't it? But it's not presenting very well because it's dusty, but once you clean it up, it will look nicer. So let's take it for a tour around it. You can see it from all the different angles. I've always liked the headlights. They are fluted, so you can't see it very well, but behind the fluting, there is a circular lens inside. I think it gives it a nice little look, especially if you polish them up so they're not as hazy as they are here. Okay, we've got a lot of cars here in the lot, so I can't really pull back as much as I'd like to because there's a Land Cruiser here. Okay, there are Land Cruisers everywhere. One down there, one here, one there. That's not a Land Cruiser, but the one in front of it is. As popular as ever. Okay, I like the tall boy design where the windows are small and raised up. It gives it a very unique look, especially if you're driving this outside of Japan. Like if you drive it here, people might look at it, but they have these here in Japan, right? The only reason they would be looking is because it is an older vehicle, and honestly, not a lot of people are driving this old of a vehicle anymore, so people might not recognize it here. In North America, though, two-door coupe, sort of, two-door coupe, sleepable platform inside. You got to check out the commercial for it on, there are innuendos in the commercial. You can find it on YouTube. Just type in SMX and then CM in just C and then M. You'll find the commercial for it. Okay, so sort of like a RAV4, a little bit, maybe a little bit more sporty than a RAV4, if that makes sense. Definitely a lot more chunky. So you can see the hood there, pretty bad paint. I already showed the scratch down here. It says U2 over here. I don't think it's too bad, but there is like a little scuff here. You see that? There's a bit of a dent right here. That's about as far as the body damages go, so let's now look at the interior. And I've oriented the seats into the sleepable platform for this. I've been waiting to do this. Gotta unlock that. We've known about the SMX for a while. I don't think we've ever sold one, so this is our first time. So you know I had to put it into the sleepable platform. I'm reluctant to call it a bed because it's not really a bed. It's a two-hand job. There we go. And there we have it. You can see all of the cushions fold down so that you can go ahead and sleep in it. Hey Jacob,
Yo.
Jump in.
I'm getting it. It's about the same size as my apartment here in Japan, so...
I don't know if you could hear him. He doesn't have a mic on him, but he said his apartment's this big. How big is your apartment?
My apartment is about double this.
Really?
Are you going to get in with me?
Yeah.
It's a good size for
I
something.
think you'd probably do feet in this direction because it's a bit slanted that way, isn't it?
Yeah, but there's loads of room. Proper, like, I'm what, 6? I'm 6. Cute. First date memories. It's I'm 6'1" and there's plenty of room.
You can sit up in it pretty well too,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
If you wanted. Okay, so here's what the dashboard looks like. Very 1990s Honda. Similar to the step wagon, actually, like a miniature step wagon. Steering wheel is in excellent condition with basically no wear on it. You have power windows on the front too. Oh, I never noticed that until now. It's not a two-door coupe.
No,
it's a three-door. There's a door on only one side.
It's technically a 4-door as well.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's a 4-door.
2 doors on one side, 3 doors on the other. Wild. Honda and their weird ideas. Okay, aftermarket door lock actuators. Adjustable seat belt holder. You can remove this. Very similar design to the old Honda City Turbo, actually. Basically the exact same thing with these little knobs. So you can take that out and have just glass. Otherwise it's tilt. You might be able to take the glass out completely if it is exactly like the Honda City. Here you can see 85,223. And in case you were having a bad day, you can look down there and you can go, oh, I'm in an SMX. Today is now a good day. So pretty simple controls here. You have your AC and your heater, of course, all of it completely manual. Vehicle has never been smoked in. You get some cup holders down here. Okay, not sure what this is. It kind of looks aftermarket. And then many Hondas of the era had things like this, but there's a double-decker glove box. Okay, and a crank style window in the back. Very odd. Okay, now I'm going to get out of the hatch here. Then I'm going to put the seats back into regular position so you can see what it's like in car format. Okay, hatch down. And into the front again. Requires 2 hands to do it. So, bench seat here in the front. And lovely orange fabric. You get a pillow that can fold down, or an armrest, or headrest. And it does have all of the headrests for the seats. I've just put them down on the floor at the moment. Full flat floor here, making it really easy to move side to side if you need to. Same thing with getting in and out of the back. The seat is currently in the full back position now, giving you lots of room. I'd say up to 6'4" would have no problem sitting inside here. These big body cars give you lots and lots of room around you, and so it feels nice and spacious with good visibility. To the back now, which we can't get in this way because this side's a coupe, the other side's a sedan. It's like that craze of putting different wheels on the left and the right of your car. It was popular for like a week. I think Shaq did it maybe. Okay. So, a handful of headrests, which I'll put back in after the video is done. Really, really decent amount of space here in the back, which is nice to see. I guess the previous owner was from Kobe, which is a port city, hence the anchor on there. Okay. And how much trunk room do we get? Well, those seats are in the full back position and it gives you a decent amount of trunk room. Look at that. And place for 3 cups, a little platform, a little secondary slot to put your things. Back here is a clean mat, so you can wipe that off really easily if you need to. And let's have a quick peek in here. Okay. Hide your secret stash in there. And 6-inch speakers in the back, or 6.5. Honda SMX. A little bit different. Stuff like this, you can usually get it for really cheap. So I highly recommend something like this if you want something different. But you've noticed that all the sports cars in Japan have gotten really expensive. So that'll be on the end of the video here. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching, and have a nice day.